Lumi and Ajax were walking through the city towards the Monster Hunter Association, having a pleasant chat. "Ajax, you never finished. You were saying what you were a part of, right before Ansgar and Kaelin had their fight," Lumi said quite calmly. "Oh? I didn't finish, I thought I did. I am part Felis Sylvestris," Ajax said shyly. As the two kept walking, they reached the Monster Hunter Association and entered. The group inside seemed to light up when they saw Ajax but looked wary when they saw Lumi. After a few seconds of people greeting Ajax, Lumi looked around and noticed that they were mostly beast folk. "Ajax, why are they staring at me like I'm covered in blood?" Lumi said, pleading for help. Ajax stared at Lumi as if he was trying to remember something before responding. "They do not trust humans, nor do they trust strangers. You fit both." Realization hit Lumi hard. She stood there shocked, the room dead silent. The silence was broken by Ajax's laughter. Ajax quickly introduced Lumi to everyone, and they took the test to become monster hunters. "Ajax, why are you taking the test? Aren't you already a monster hunter?" Lumi said with confusion in her voice. Ajax responded, "My test is to determine if I can move up in rank or not. Oh, before I forget, what are you going to specialize in? I know you can use a sword, but you can also use magic, so which one?" "I'll do the paperwork for you, you just need to do the test." After a few seconds of thought, Lumi answered, "On paperwork, I'd prefer to get my best skill on there, so swordsmanship. But I'd rather use magic in the field, so that I can practice it more." Ajax responded, "I see, all right. I'll do it. See you after the training." Lumi and Ajax went to their separate training rooms. Lumi walked to her section, where there was a group of other recruits, mostly beast folk with a few humans. There was a woman out front, speaking, but Lumi couldn't make out what she was saying. Lumi got in with the rest of the group and waited for further instructions when a voice broke the silence. It was the woman from earlier. "Rookies, you are doing the test with me. This test will not be easy and will determine what rank you are placed in." Her voice was loud and rough like sandpaper. Lumi was quickly separated into one of 4 groups, her group second to last. After some time, Lumi's group was finally called, and the test was announced. The organizers had caught some monsters of varying ranks, and the recruits were supposed to try and defeat them. They had the choice of fighting the monsters or stopping the test, in which case a high-ranking monster hunter would ensure they didn't die. Lumi was contemplating a battle plan. She didn't know how strong the monsters in this world were, but she believed the test wasn't purely combat-based, it also assessed how one handled themselves. She knew she'd get good points if she could focus, but she was unsure about winning multiple fights. Being third from last in her group, Lumi had ample time to prepare. As time passed, her group dwindled, with some leaving the building with joy and hope, while others were sobbing messes with tears. Soon it was Lumi's turn. Facing a low-ranked monster that resembled a wolf with larger back legs, she held her sword, waiting for it to make the first move. After a few seconds, it lunged at her, but Lumi dodged and struck its back with her sword. The sword cut through the wolf effortlessly, revealing its exceptional quality, created by both her parents. After discovering her sword's capabilities, Lumi advanced through the ranks until reaching the middle ranks, where she decided to leave the test. She thought it would be strange for a new recruit to progress so quickly, attracting too much attention, similar to what happened with Ansgar. Lumi and Ajax reunited after the tests, with Ajax advancing a rank as well, now 2 ranks above Lumi. They walked to a nearby forest to start their day, needing money. After a lengthy walk, they found themselves in a clearing with a big hill and a massive tree. Lumi and Ajax dealt with the lurking monsters before lying down by the tree. "We should take a break here," Ajax said with a yawn. "Should I take the first watch?" Lumi asked, reaching for her sword. "No need. We are next to the oakish elderwood tree. It repels monsters." No one is sure how, though Ajax replied, almost asleep. "Ajax, if we want to find Ansgar, we need to figure out the people he was looking at before his duel. He looked at 3 people from the crowd, and I was one of them. We should find out who the other two are, Lumi said loudly to make sure Ajax heard her. One of them was a man named Uriel. I'm not sure about the other. But you should also get some Slail before Ajax could finish. He had passed out. Lumi lay down next to the tree, about 3 meters from Ajax, drifting to sleep. Meanwhile, Abraxas was in a camp filled with gods, distributing high-quality weapons. These weren't high-ranking gods. It seemed Abraxas was coercing them to attack. EGS.